Hi, everybody. Okay, so today is SAT practice, or this is SAT practice week, and I kind of want to walk you through what I want you to do for me. So, first of all, I'm going to take a look at Khan Academy. So, I don't know if this is what your student dashboard looks like in Khan Academy, but this is where I'm going to want you to go to do your practice test this week. So, once you get done looking at my review PowerPoints and my review videos, this is where you're going to be going to do your practice. So, that's your only assignment for this week is practice, do a practice reading test and a practice writing test. So I'm going to kind of tell you what I want you to do. So if this isn't what your screen looks like here, then you're going to want to go up in here to khanacademy.org/mission/SAT so that you get to this, and your name should be up here in the upper right hand corner. You are going to choose up here full tests. So full tests is going to take you to this section here. So you'll notice that you have online practice tests that you can take down here. There are 10 of them that you can kind of do, and they are, like I said, online tests. So I did the first test, practice test 10. I guess it's actually the last test, practice test 10, very quickly. So what I did is when I went into the practice test, I answered the questions as fast as I could. I finished the reading section and then went on to the writing section. When you start a practice test, I'm going to show you what to do. And then I answered all A for the math. That's not really my math score because I wanted to get through it really quickly. You have to do the whole test in order to get your overall score, but all I'm interested from you guys are your reading and writing score. So I want you to do practice test 10 unless you've already done practice test 10 for yourself or for a different, then do any one that you haven't already done. So I'm going to kind of show you how to start this with practice test 9. So it's going to start you immediately in the reading section. So you're going to be doing the reading section first and then the writing section. So for the reading section at the top, it tells you basically that the test is divided into 4 sections, just like the SAT: reading, writing, math no calculator, and then math with a calculator. And then it says that between each section, so between reading and writing, you can take a break. Between writing and math no calculator, you can take a break. And between math no calculator and math calculator, you can take a break. But you can't pause once you start a section. So make sure that you have, for the first part reading, you have 65 minutes of time that you can dedicate to the reading test. Now, I took it in about, I don't know, 35 minutes or 40 minutes or something like that. And so, like, for those of you who are fast readers and can get through the test quickly, you don't necessarily need 65 minutes, but that's the amount of time that you'd have on the SAT. So once you read this over and you've got yourself in a quiet place without interruptions, your dog's been put out, your parents have been warned that you're taking a 65-minute test, then go ahead and start the timer. You're going to hit this, and the test will pop up. Once you do this, the test will pop up. There will be the reading off to the left-hand side, and you can kind of slide down the reading side, and then the questions will be over here. Up in the upper right-hand corner here, it'll tell you how many minutes that you have left as you're going through it. And up here, it'll tell you what question you are on the total number of questions. If you decide you want to skip a section and go to the next section of questions, you can skip here and it'll take you to the next reading passage and its questions. So you go ahead and answer all these questions. Otherwise, if you choose not to skip it, and you can just go ahead and go to that. So then what you're going to do when you finish the section of reading, you're going to think that you're done, but you may have skipped a question. So for example, it says, I'm done with this section, or no, take me to my first skipped question. You can do that and it'll take you back to wherever you skipped a question. You can answer it. Then it'll finish up the reading section and go into the writing section, but it'll say, feel free to pause. I think you can, as long as you keep the tab open, you can pause like for 24 hours and then restart the test, as long as you keep the tab open. So if you want to, you can go ahead and do the writing right away. When you get to the end of that test, it's going to give you the overall writing and reading score. When you get to the end of the whole test, I'm sorry, because it's going to want you to go into and take the math test right away. Please don't take the math test. Unless you have the time and you want to take a full SAT test, then you can go ahead and take the math test. But I only need your reading and writing scores, and you can save some of the practice tests for math for other things, or you can reset at the end the test so that you can like take it all over again if you want to. But either skip the math portions, or just answer like I did. I just answered A for everything that was multiple choice. And I think I just put random numbers in for the math questions, just so I could get to my reading and writing score and find out what that was. I won't automatically get a report of your reading and writing score. So what I need you to do is I need you to send me a message that says what your overall reading writing score was. Please, so that I can tabulate that as part of my master's project. And that's it. That's all I have for you to do this week. Is I'm going to put up some screencasts that give you review information for the reading test and the writing test. If you want to, you can watch those. You don't have to. If you want to, you can practice a little bit on Khan Academy before you take the full-length tests, but you don't have to. All I want you to do this week is to take those practice tests, and you can choose to watch my review videos or not. Totally up to you. Okay, thank you so much for doing that this week. That's the only thing that is required of you. You can check on every day. I will have every day your attendance form up so that you can check in that you were there and you did attendance. Every day this week, there will be review videos posted for you in reading or writing, and you can look at those. But really, all I need you to do this week is to go on to Khan Academy on this place right here and do practice test 10 is my preference. But again, if you've already taken that for some reason, then go ahead and do any of the other practice tests, flub your math score, and then come back and let me know what your reading and writing, overall reading and writing score was, so I can see if you've improved since the October PSAT. Please do your best that you can on it. Whatever. I know it's whatever. Do your best. Okay. Thank you so much, and have a good week. Oh, and happy Easter, because Easter's coming up.